There is another dimension of food, where cooking is everything. A dimension where food, fun, and friends all come together. A gathering to celebrate what has become an American tradition. A tradition so revered we use Roman numerals to specify how many times we've come to this conclusion. A dimension of finger foods, beer, and ridiculous commercials. You have entered the Super Bowl party zone.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, where's the food?
I'm gonna order from that wing shop.
No, all their flavors are boring.
They don't have spicy, so I really need that.
Or sweet.
I ain't got any of that.
You've entered into another time, space, dimension, where another Super Bowl is played and it's boring. Nobody cares about the winner or the loser, where the food is just as boring. But one man dares to change all that when you enter the Super Bowl party zone. Hey everybody, you're watching Cooking is Everything, and today we're getting ready for Super Bowl weekend. And on Super Bowl weekend, America, we eat chicken wings. And today, we're making 3 different sauces for our chicken wings. 1.3 billion chicken wings are eaten on every Super Bowl Sunday. That's more than any other day of the year. Because we're going to be making a sweet agave nectar barbecue sauce. We're also going to be making a Sriracha buffalo sauce. And then last and finally, we're going to be making a ginger soy garlic sauce. Gotta have a beer before I make my chicken wings. And today's beer is provided by 903 in Sherman, Texas. They're not sponsoring me, I just really like their beer. And they have a really cool little brewery. Before we can get to the sauces though, we need to prepare our chicken. I've already cut the wings, and instead of frying, we are going to be baking these, but we're going to be getting the same consistency as if we did fry them by using science. We're going to be coating the chicken with 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of fresh black pepper, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and 4 tablespoons of baking powder. The baking powder is going to coat the chicken, and it's going to give us that same crispy consistency as if you fried. I don't know how it does it, I just know science. We're going to sprinkle half. You want to make sure all your chicken is covered with the mixture. Now sprinkle the other half, because that's what's going to allow us to get that same crispy consistency as if we were frying the chicken. You can tell by the coloration of the chicken that we're getting us a nice even coat on our wings. Now we have our oven preheating at 425. We are ready to rack these chicken. And we want to use a wire rack, and the reason why we want to use a wire rack is because we want to be able to have the airflow underneath the chicken so we get a nice crispy coated chicken. The chicken wings are going to go in the oven at 425 for about an hour. You're going to check on them every 15 minutes because you're going to need to flip them so that way you can get them to be nice and crispy, because we want crispy chicken wings. We're going to be making our first of 3 sauces. First, we're going to combine all the wet ingredients. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of ketchup, 1/3 cup apple cider vinegar, 1 1/2 tablespoon of agave nectar. Now we add our dry. 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, sing it hot, 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 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of pepper, black pepper, pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of celery salt. Then we mix. Here in a minute we're going to be moving to the stove because we want to cook this for about 10 minutes on low heat. We want our sauce to thicken so it'll look more like barbecue sauce. We just gave our chicken wings a check. Now let's put them up for another 15 minutes. While that's cooking, we'll bring our barbecue sauce to a low boil. Allow this sauce to thicken. Once we get to a boil, then we'll bring to a low simmer. We're going to let it sit here and simmer for about 10 minutes. Let's give it a little taste. Oh my god, that's really good. It's spicy, it's sweet. Oh my god, this is going to be great on the chicken once that chicken is done. We're going to flip our wings halfway through. As you can see, part of it is starting to cook. we're gonna flip these so that way it can finish the process of getting these wings nice and crispy. The reason why we're using the baking powder is because it's gonna give us the same consistency as if we fried them, which will allow the sauce to stick to the wings better. Now that 10 minutes have passed and our sauce has cooked, we're gonna transfer it to a bowl and let it cool. Now we're gonna make our Sriracha buffalo sauce. So first we need 1 stick of butter. We're gonna melt the butter all the way down, and then we'll start to add our wet ingredients. This is a nice and sweet and spicy sauce. It's a different twist on buffalo sauce. Now we're gonna add our wet ingredients. 2 cups of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Frank's is the original sauce used to make buffalo sauce. 1/3 cup of Sriracha, 1/3 cup of Agave, half a tablespoon of onion powder, and then 2 cloves of crushed garlic. Now that it has been simmering for a few minutes, let's give it a little taste. That is sweet, that is spicy. You can taste the Sriracha, you can taste the Frank's Red Hot. This is perfect. This is going to be really good on those chicken wings once they're done. Let's move it over to a bowl. We'll allow this to cool and thicken. For our last sauce, we're going to be making an agave ginger garlic sauce. First, we need about 2 drops of sesame oil. Now you don't want to use too much of this stuff because it's very strong. Just 2 drops. 5 cloves of garlic. Let the garlic fry in the sesame oil. You can smell it. It smells like sesame. 1/3 cup of soy sauce. Give it a little stir. About a tablespoon of ginger, fresh and minced. Go ahead and give that a little stir and let that cook. 1/2 cup of agave nectar for sweetness. Give it another little stir. We want about 1 ounce of water in the cornstarch. We're going to use the cornstarch as a thickener. Now we add our cornstarch mixture a little at a time. And that's what's going to allow us to get our sauce thickened. See, it's starting to thicken now. Let's give it a little taste. That's sweet. You can taste the ginger. You can taste the garlic. You can taste the agave. All mixed in there really nice along with the soy sauce. It's going to be great on top of the chicken. I can't wait. Let's pour it in the bowl so it can cool off and thicken. There we go. Agave ginger garlic soy sauce. And along with our chicken wings, we're going to be frying some tofu. So that way there's different options for different friends. So we're going to add oil, just enough to coat it so we can get a nice good fry on that tofu. It's going to take about 10 minutes for the tofu to fry. Let that get hot. We're going to fry them until they get golden brown, just like as if they were chicken or pork or beef. I've pre-prepared the tofu ahead of time. You have to dry them of all the liquid. Then I sprinkle a little bit of soy sauce on them, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of cornstarch, which will allow it to get a little crispy outside coating. You want to make sure that you get them nice and brown. Turns out with tofu, you want to wait till it's cooked on the bottom before you try to flip it, otherwise it'll tear apart. Now our fried tofu is ready. It's ready to be tossed with the sauce. Now our wings are done. Let's take them out so that we can get them ready for the toss. Nice and crunchy, just as though they had been fried, but they weren't fried, they were baked. Chicken wings with science. We're going to be first tossing our wings in our Sriracha buffalo sauce. So let's give it a little stir. We're going to ladle just a little bit on top, and then we'll toss. We have to give them a little toss, and they're ready to be served. Sriracha buffalo style wings. These are going to be delicious. Now we're ready for the barbecue sauce. Give it one little stir. It's already thickened up nice. A couple of scoops, and then we toss. Sweet agave barbecue sauce. And last but not least, ginger, agave, and soy sauce. Sweet agave, garlic, and ginger sauce. Super Bowl party weekend has never been so good. 3 different ring flavors for Super Bowl weekend, plus something a little different, a little bit of tofu. So no matter what team you support, everyone wins. Please, if you like the video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button below. I also have the recipe for all 3 sauces down below. The recipe for baking the chicken so it comes out crispy as if you fried it will also be down below along in the comment section. So please, give it a like, subscribe, and remember, the love that you put in your cooking is the love that you'll get out. Thank you for watching Cooking is Everything. Another Super Bowl party come, gone. Winner, loser, nobody cares. The real winner here is chicken wings. They got it! I love that! They got it!
Oh, good
job! Why can't I say that?
Say it 5 times.
Sriracha buffalo sauce, sriracha buffalo, sriracha buffalo, sriracha buffalo. Alright, I broke that side earlier. I had to use glue to glue it back together. You guys are my people. I gave you my sword. I did. They have my sword, okay? Our fried tofu is now ready. It's ready to be tossed with our sauce.
And then freeze. They're supposed to be frozen.
Where no one cares who the winner or loser is, but the food is the hit. Chicken wings. Chicken wings with science!